Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Laka. So before we look at the Bitcoin price chart, let's quickly look at this article. And it's popular news already. So we know now Tesla dumped 75% of Bitcoin holdings, right? So if you just read it through, during the company's Q2 earnings report, the electric car company revealed it has sold 75% of its Bitcoin holdings this quarter. So remember back in the day, right, when Elon Musk bought Bitcoin, like so there's a lot of hype, and then they mentioned clearly we're not gonna sell, we're gonna hodl Bitcoin, but it seems like they're not gonna hodl Bitcoin throughout out a bear market, right? So it's pretty obvious what these people are do. Like they are not stupid, they are there to make money. So they'll if they'll buy Bitcoin low and they always want to sell high. I mean, they before they do that, they'll create a lot of hype. So what's the take out of this incident, right? So we need to make sure that we always do our due diligence, right? Just because someone bought Bitcoin, it doesn't mean you need to buy it, right? It could be someone very famous, it could be one of your friends. He might come up to you and say, oh, maybe you heard the story that someone bought Bitcoin or one of your friends bought Bitcoin. It doesn't mean you have to do it like straight away. You can do your due diligence, have a plan, and then you stick to your plan no matter what happens, right? Don't sell or buy just because someone else bought it or sold, right? So that's the take out of this. And plus, we know they can always lie, right? I mean, they can buy low and sell a high, and during that time, they can create a lot of hype and make everyone uh, uh, buy Bitcoin at that time. And so that they make sure that when they sell Bitcoin, there's someone else on the other side of the trade to buy it, right? So those are the people who bought Bitcoin at 60K, 55K, 69K, likewise. And now they bought it high and then now they're holding it. If they're still holding it, they are at a loss, or maybe they already sold and lost money and they're totally out of the market, right? So we need to make sure it won't happen in the future. Always have your own strategy, like don't worry about forget about the news, ignore the noise. Have a strategy. Even right now it's a good time for anyone to accumulate Bitcoin, when especially when given that Bitcoin is somewhere near 200 weekly moving average. Can it go a bit lower? Yes, it could, but even if it happens, always make sure you have some cash aside and DCA buy, like every time it goes down, right? So this is something very important, right? So make sure you have your own strategy. Just don't fall into these traps, like where all these famous people are saying that he bought Bitcoin because of that it's going to go a lot higher. Just like we were expecting 100K Bitcoin last year December, it never happened, right? It only reached like 69K. Okay, so apart from that, today let's quickly look at this Elliott wave theory. I'm going to use this Elliott wave theory and see where we are right now. So this is simply consists of 5 waves, right? So it has wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So mainly wave 1, 3, 5 are considered like bull rallies, right? And wave 2 and wave 4 considered as correct short-term corrections within the wave, within the 5 waves. And then normally after wave 5, we tend to see a correction, which is wave A, B, C, right? And this is called Elliott wave theory. You can pause and read it through. And let's go to the charts right now and try to analyze this wave theory further. I explain a little bit more. Okay, so let's go to trading view. Okay, so I mean, spare with me. It looks like there are so many numbers here and there. I'll explain it to you the best way I could. So just focus on this red wave, Elliott waves, 5 waves. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the red one, right, the big one. And then wave 1 is also, it consists of 5 waves, like this white 5 waves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then wave 2, 1 to 2, that's the correction, which is A, B, C, right? And then again, wave 3 consists of another 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And wave 4 it's that's the correction, ABC correction, and then wave 5, right? So this is because it's clear. Let me just remove that one, and then you have ABC correction, right? And then let me also remove this one. So this is how it goes. So within wave 1 we have 5 waves, right? And then we have a ABC correction. Same with wave 3 and wave 5, right? So wave 2 and 3 consists of 3 waves, mainly 3 waves, uh, which is like, correction waves, right? So this is what it is. Okay, so now this is the long-term Bitcoin price chart. Okay, so it's the same thing what I explained over there. So I'm going to apply Elliott wave theory on this. So we have data only up to like 2011 or 15th, August 15th, but we know Bitcoin used to be like under $1. So let's say that wave is wave number 1. So if that's wave number 1, this is wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. So as I explained earlier, wave 1, 3, and 5 consists 5 waves. So it's not that it just goes up on a straight line like this. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. And then we have a correction, A, B, C correction. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, right? Within wave 3. An ABC correction, and then another 5 waves all the way up to 20K. And then that 5 waves are finished, right? So then we're gonna have a ABC correction, which is like severe correction, which is like 85% correction. And then we can the wave 1 starts, which is like 3,000 to about 14,000, right? So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 up to 65K. It seems like I'm not like, there's no guarantees. This is not financial advice. It seems like we are right at wave number 4, meaning there could be one last wave, like which could take Bitcoin above 100,000 or beyond, right? It could be like 130 to 150, 100,000 to 150, right? So that's what, according to Elliott wave theory, that's what we're seeing right now. So we have had these corrections, and then yes, point B, right? Point B right here. So this is where Bitcoin dropped. Like this is the COVID drop where Bitcoin dropped to 3,700 or so, and then went all the way up to 65K, dropped to 30K, 29K, back up to 69. So this is considered as a flat correction, right? I know it's gone higher. The point B is higher than the point 3 here. It's because it's like 65K here. This is about like 69, but we can consider that as a flat correction. So that could be part of the correction. Unfortunately, it went up 65K and then fooled everyone as if it's going to go to 100K, because people were expecting to see wave 5 right here. So it looks like it didn't happen last year, but right now, after this severe correction, like the Bitcoin dropped from 65K all the way down to like 17,000. So it seems like that correction wave, like 4th wave, is completed, right? And then we might see wave 5 from now on, right? If this is the bottom. So let me just get rid of these ones, because I want to discuss about this trend line. Quickly remove these ones. So I hope that's pretty clear, right? So that's why I'm just getting rid of all these, because just to make things clear. And this one. Okay, so this trend line, I want you to focus on this trend. Let me get rid of this one too. Yeah, this trend line, it seems like a very strong trend line. This is Bitcoin since 2011, right? So as you can see here, we had a bit of support right here, right? And then again, support right here on this trend line. And then again, this is the COVID dump support over here. And right now, we are almost there, right? Like maybe few thousands away. Like even if we see another drop, we could see like if it drops back down to 17,000, like even if we see it drops to like 14 to 12K, and then if we see like a week and quickly recovers and close the candle back above this trend line, it's still valid, right? So it seems like this is a very strong trend line, and we are hovering right about right now, right? So if this is the bottom, things are looking good. Like, I mean, there could be like a once in a lifetime opportunity for us to accumulate Bitcoin at these levels, right? And then let me switch on the 200 weekly moving average, because this is a weekly chart. And as you can see, it's just below, it was below 200 weekly moving average. Now it has gone above, so we want to see it consolidate for some time about 200 weekly moving average, which is this white line. So yeah, looking at this, I mean, this could be the bottom, right? I mean, I'm not saying for sure, right? We don't know, like, but there, if what I'm gonna do, let's say this is not the bottom, right? Let's say Bitcoin drops to about 12K, like, a quick capitulation within a day or so, and it recovers, goes back up. I'm gonna have some cash aside, like, be prepared for it. But having said that, it's not that I'm gonna hold all my cash, not going to buy anything right now and expecting Bitcoin to drop to 12 to 14K, because it might not happen. So because of that, I've already started DCAing, like, I'm quite happy with the amount of Bitcoin I hold right now. If it drops, I'm quite willing to, like, add Bitcoin to my portfolio. And if it's not going to drop, it's still okay. It probably might keep on going high. If that happens, I DCA sell and take some money out of the market, right? So that's just a quick video. I hope you learn learn something out of this. Until I talk to you in the next video, see you. Bye.